Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the class of accounting. Hope my lectures are giving you a good concept of accounting basics and accounting terms. I proceed towards the today's lecture, which is again the topic partnership formation, and this is about the ending and the closing of this topic. I'm your course instructor, and I'm dealing with the second intermediate Karachi board syllabus with you. This is partnership formation chapter 1, problem number 9. Today we are discussing. This is given on book page number 102 of accounting book Petiwala third edition. Here in the problem question number 9, we have Mr. R and S sole traders were carrying on competing a business. On 15 May 2004, they decided to form a partnership under the name of RS Traders. In the previous videos, as I guide you that you have to consider the date and you have to highlight the date, okay? And then you have to highlight this date and the name of the partnership firm. On that date, their balance sheet were as follows. So this balance sheet were when they were sole traders. When they were sole traders, they have cash, account receivable, merchandise inventory, office supplies, delivery equipment, office equipment, allowances for depreciation, then bad debts, and then accounts payable. And you have to read the values separately for each partner. You have to go through the values for each partner like 8,000 and 12,000, 40,000, 48,000, 32,000, 20,000, 2,000, 1,600, 60,000, 48,000, 28,000, 32,000, 32,000, then 16,000, 12,000, 20,000, 28,000, sorry, 2,800, 1,600, 32,000, 38,000. We are going through these values just because by pronouncing the values, there will be a lesser chance of mistake in the examination. Here we have Mr. R, account receivable, realized value is 25,500. This is the agreed value of the partnership firm. So we have to focus on the realizable values of the partnership firm and we will ignore the above value given. ठीक है, तो इधर हम जो ऊपर अकाउंट रिसीवेबल की वैल्यू दी हुई है इसको यहाँ से पेंसिल से कट कर देंगे और इसके अलाउंस को बेड डेट्स को भी 2800 को भी कट कर देंगे एंड वी विल कंसीडर 25,500 इन आवर जनरल. Clear? Then we have merchandise inventory. Merchandise inventory value 28,000. We will consider only this 28,000 and ignore the above value. Same as with the delivery equipment, we will consider this 15,000 and ignore the above value of 60,000 and its depreciation also. अगर आपके पास कोई भी फिक्स एसेट ऐसा है जिसकी वैल्यू रिलायजेबल वैल्यूज में गिवन है तो आप उस इक्विपमेंट की अबव वैल्यू तो कट करेंगे प्लस उसके अलाउंस फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन को भी कट करेंगे. अगर अकाउंट रिसीवेबल की रिलायजेबल वैल्यूज गिवन होती हैं तो उसके साथ उसका अलाउंस ऑफ बैड डेट्स भी हम कट कर देते हैं फ्रॉम द अबव बैलेंस शीट. Then we have adjustment for Mr. S. We will proceed towards the question, then we will see. Mr. R, account receivable realizable value 25,500. His merchandise inventory 28,000. Delivery equipment 15,000. Here we have the previous current assets and the fixed assets also. We are considering this values and then we will form one compound entry. Compound entry will be your assets will be debited and your fixed assets will be debited. Then your capital will be credited. This is called a compound entry in which we have current assets and fixed assets both. Here, this is highlighted part where I am moving the cursor. Focus on agreed value. For the examination, the main technical part is that you have to focus on agreed value. If by chance you forget to write it down, the agreed value, then your answer of the question will be incorrect. Here we have Mr. S, account receivable, realizable value is 8,000. So we have to ignore the above value of the account receivable and consider this value. Then office supply 600. We will ignore the above value in the balance sheet of the sole proprietor and office equipment 5,000. So this is the adjusted part for Mr. S and we have to consider these value and cut the above values of the balance sheet of the sole trader. Then we have current assets and fixed assets debited and Mr. S capitals credited. Same we have to follow the agreed values. I proceed towards The required part, in the requirement we have general journal for Mr. RNS partnership and their contribution also, and then we have to prepare the balance sheet. This is the required part that you need to attempt in the examination. You will get the marks for these two parts only. Beside this, you have to show the working, relevant working also, because you will get good marks when you will show the working. Here in the solution, as I found, it is wrong solution over here, because they have mentioned the bad debts over here. We will not consider this bad debts, so we should not consider this solution. We will make our own solution. This will be the journal entry for Mr. R, in which we have taken the cash 8,000. Account receivable, here account receivable is a realizable value which we have taken from the adjustment. You can write it down in the bracket that it is your realizable values. Merchandise inventory, again it is your realizable value, you have to write it down. Then we have office supplies, office equipment, and delivery equipment. We are writing 15,000 for the delivery equipment, and we are here, we are not recording allowance for depreciation, because delivery equipment is the realizable value. तो जब आपके पास किसी भी इक्विपमेंट की रिलायजेबल वैल्यू गिवन है, तो उसका डेप्रिसिएशन नीचे नहीं लिखेंगे जर्नल एंट्री में. Accounts payable 32,000, allowance for depreciation 12,000, and then you will get the capital value, which is assets minus liabilities. Next slide. Here we have journal entry for Mr. S Capital, cash 12,000, account receivable 8,000, merchandise inventory 20,000, office supplies 600, office equipment 5,000, delivery equipment 48,000. We consider the realizable values of office supplies 600, office equipment 5,000, and we are ignoring the allowance for depreciation for the office equipment. We will not record it. We will record only the depreciation value for the delivery equipment. Then we will all the assets will be debited, liabilities will be credited, and we will calculate the capital by applying the formula. Capital is equals to asset minus liabilities. We will not consider this balance sheet, because in balance sheet, when the account receivable values, realizable values are given, we will not write bad debts. We will do balance sheet like this. The current assets is cash 20,000, account receivable 33,500. This will be your total assets, total cash of Mr. RNS, total account receivable of Mr. RNS. Then we have merchandise inventory. Then we have merchandise inventory 48,000 and office supplies 22,600. These are your total current assets. These are your total fixed assets, and the total of current assets and fixed assets will be your total assets, 170 to 100. And then we have liabilities, accounts payable 70,000, liabilities is only single we have given. We have equity part here, Mr. R's capital and Mr. S capital, as we have calculated from the journal entry. So your total assets was equal to your total equities. This is your required part for the examination perspective. You have only two requirements, the journal and the balance sheet. Hope this video will really help you out in the solution, and I am revising you the key points and the techniques and the tips that you need to focus. Thank you so much for watching this video.